There's a 4-word sentence sitting in the middle of a murder mystery vote that shouldn't matter at all, and somehow it's the only thing anyone's talking about. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and we track the details the algorithm surfaces but nobody actually explains. Here's the setup. Let's start deduction for runs on a familiar format. Contestants play out a mystery, then vote on who they think is the killer. It's supposed to be tense. It's supposed to be strategic. And for about 90% of any given episode, it is. So when Zhang Linghe, trying to talk young Chaoyue out of voting for him, tells her, "Don't be so childish," it reads like a normal move, the kind of line anyone might use to deflect a vote they don't want. What doesn't read as normal is her answer. No hesitation, no negotiation, just, "I want to be childish." 4 words. And somehow those 4 words are the ones clipped, captioned, and recirculated across Weibo, not the actual reveal of who the killer was. That's worth sitting with for a second, because in a show built entirely around solving a puzzle, the moment that traveled furthest wasn't the solution. It was a joke about refusing to grow up. Rewind slightly, because the context sharpens the anomaly instead of explaining it away. Zhang Linghe wasn't just making conversation, he was actively campaigning, trying to shift young Chaoyue's vote toward another contestant, Jin Jing, specifically to clear suspicion off himself. That's the strategic layer. That's what the scene is supposed to be about. Young Chaoyue wasn't buying it. She'd apparently suspected him for 2 straight days, and this was her moment to say so directly, pointing at him in front of everyone. So what we're actually watching is a genuine strategic standoff, a man trying to save himself, a woman who's been holding a grudge and finally gets to cash it in. And into that standoff, Zhang Linghe drops "Don't be so childish," clearly meaning it as a plea for her to act rationally, to vote with logic instead of 2 days of accumulated irritation. Her reply flips the entire register of the scene. She's not disputing the premise. She's not defending herself. She's agreeing with the accusation and weaponizing it. "Yes, I'm being childish, and I'm going to keep being childish, and there's nothing you can say that changes my vote." But here's the detail worth sitting with a little longer, because it's not really about who voted for whom. Notice what that line actually reveals about the relationship being performed on screen. Zhang Linghe is doing the work, pleading, persuading, trying to manage the situation like an adult handling a crisis. Young Chaoyue isn't performing that same role at all. She's not trying to win the argument. She's already won it, because the entire exchange was never really about logic to begin with. That imbalance, one person negotiating, the other one simply refusing to negotiate, is what turns a throwaway line into the thing an entire fanbase decided was the actual takeaway of the episode. And the way fans actually engaged with it says something too. This wasn't a clip that needed the full 90-minute episode to land. International viewers who'd never watched a single other minute of Let's Start Deduction were resubtitling it, recaptioning it, dropping it into completely unrelated threads with zero setup required. That's a specific kind of virality, the kind that doesn't ask the audience to invest in a mystery plot, only in 4 seconds of personality. Compare that to how most reality show clips actually spread, usually needing at least some context to make sense, and the gap becomes obvious. This one didn't need translation to be funny. It barely needed the show. So why did the internet lock onto this exact phrase instead of any of the dozen other funny lines from the same episode? Look at how the show's official account handled the aftermath, because that's where this stops being a fan interpretation and starts looking like a deliberate editorial choice. The clip that got pushed out wasn't a highlight reel of the mystery plot. It was this exchange, isolated, captioned, built to travel on its own. That's a production decision, not an accident. Variety shows in China have gotten increasingly precise about which 4-second fragments carry standalone value outside the full episode, moments that don't need context to land, that work as a meme before they work as content. That same logic shows up again in a separate scene from the same episode, involving 3 other cast members. Ding Chengxin, playing a Fox Gang boss character, leads Zhang Linghe and Liu Yuning on a patrol. And instead of playing along with the hierarchy, the other 2 immediately undercut it. Zhang Linghe points a prop gun at Ding Chengxin and dares him to shoot. Liu Yuning piles on, and the boss ends up threatening to stuff socks in their mouths, which is not exactly a menacing comeback. The show's own account captioned the clip by admitting the character's authority had dropped to 0. 2 separate scenes, same episode, same pattern, cast members breaking the intended structure of the format, and production choosing to amplify the breakage rather than smooth it over. That's the second layer of the anomaly. This isn't a show accidentally leaking its best moments. This is a show that appears to understand its unscripted friction is more valuable than its scripted plot, and is actively packaging that friction as the product. Worth noting how each artist handled their end of it, because none of this happens by accident once cameras are involved. Chengxin didn't fight the framing, he leaned into being the good-natured target, which is its own kind of professional instinct. Playing the boss whose authority collapses in real time could easily read as embarrassing if handled wrong. Instead, it reads as endearing, and that's not luck. That's an artist and, by extension, an agency that's comfortable letting an unflattering moment exist on camera because the goodwill it generates outweighs the risk. Not every management team makes that call. Plenty of agencies would have asked for the clip pulled. Zhang Linghe and Liu Yuning, meanwhile, get to look sharp and quick without ever coming across as mean, the kind of chemistry that's difficult to script convincingly, which is exactly why productions have started hunting for it instead of writing it. Which raises the bigger question, what does it mean when a mystery show's biggest viral export isn't the mystery at all? Consider what's actually being sold here. The genre promise of Let's Start Deduction is puzzle solving. The thing audiences are actually sharing is interpersonal chemistry, a defiant one-liner, a fake power dynamic collapsing in real time. That's not a contradiction unique to this show. It's closer to the direction a lot of Chinese variety content has been drifting for a couple of years now, format as scaffolding, cast dynamic as the real content engine. Under that read, the "don't be so childish, I want to be childish" exchange isn't just a cute moment. It's a small case study in what actually earns retention and reshares in 2026, not narrative payoff, but a 4-second flash of unmanufactured personality that a caption alone can carry across the platform. That's not a claim about anyone's off-camera relationship or private dynamic, there's nothing here to suggest that, and nothing in the record supports going there. What it does suggest is something more structural. The show's format is the container, but the container isn't what's traveling. The broader entertainment trend backs this up. Across Chinese variety production right now, official accounts are increasingly behaving like clip mining operations, hunting for the 90-second sequence inside a 90-minute episode that can survive completely out of context. When it works, a single sentence outperforms an entire plotline in shareability. That's a meaningful shift in how these shows are being edited, promoted, and ultimately evaluated for success. Less did viewers solve the mystery, more did viewers walk away with a line they wanted to repeat. It also changes how casting decisions probably get made further up the chain. If a mystery format's real value is turning out to be interpersonal spark rather than puzzle logic, that reshapes what producers are actually looking for when they build a cast in the first place. Puzzle-solving ability becomes secondary. Chemistry becomes the audition. None of that is confirmed by anything in this episode specifically, it's an inference, not a fact, but the pattern across multiple shows this year makes it a reasonable one. Zhang Linghe, for what it's worth, took the loss the way you'd expect from someone who understood the room had already turned. He accepted the vote with a smile. No pushback, no relitigating it. Which, in its own quiet way, tells you the cast themselves knew exactly which 4 words were going to define the episode before the internet even confirmed it. If you like entertainment coverage that goes past the headline, the kind that catches the quiet signal most coverage skips entirely, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.